That's a really good question.
I thought about wearing it. Wow. Bling.
Wrestling's pretty good. Thank you. Anyone else?
You roll with the punches.
No, thank you.
I love to hear it.
Frank Castle is in my bones. Frank Castle is in my bones.
Like, you know what? I can't look at this thing.
And the things that I saw in him and that he saw in me, too.
I wanted to get your take on what the series finale meant, specifically how it ended. To me, it kind of seemed like Mel was the last one who could get them, and that doesn't pan out for him. And I'm wondering if it was the intention, or you felt like that moment, Mel not being able to get them, Jonah doing what he did, kind of pairs with the car accident to prove that this family is invincible. Nothing's going to happen to them. Is that maybe a takeaway that you had, or maybe an intention of the show?
I think the car accident it's a physical manifestation of their invincibility, and that carries with them to the end of the show, to the last scene when they get out, but they're not getting out in the way that they had hoped for, nor the way that they planned. But I love that ending so much because it's not exactly happy, but it's not sad, because you want to root for them, even if it seems a little messed up. Like, you want them to win, and you want them to kind of get this bad guy to them. I mean, Mel's not really a villain to the audience, but he's a villain to the Bird family. And there's something kind of radical and that feels sort of justifying the fact that they get out because they've got over this sort of insurmountable obstacle, which is this guy that's trying to bring them down. So I don't know. I like it.
I liked it as well. I like that. I thought the car accident, interested in your take, but I thought the car accident also brought the kids back to Wendy, because they saw like a wounded, vulnerable Wendy. She's the last out of the car and everything. And also, I guess the ending just kind of leaves things open-ended, right? They're going back to Chicago. Maybe they'll still be in the mix. Camilla's still out there. So I don't always like when a bow's put on everything. So I kind of like those lingering elements as well.
Yeah, same here. And, funny enough, that car accident scene, just that shot of us all running out of the car and finding Wendy, that is the very last scene that we shot together. It's the last scene.
Was that intentional?
No, it was a scheduling thing. It's just how it worked out. But that's the last scene that we shot together as a family. And that was what picture wrapped Jason, Laura, myself, Skylar. A lot of tears. It was so strange because it's like you had to do all this physical work. I mean, we were in the van and we were holding on to these bars that were sort of configured into this, fake car accident. There's fake glass everywhere, and you're just kind of hanging on until they call action. Then you got to crawl out of the car, and we did it for maybe 4 or 5 takes, maybe 6. And then when they get it, it's like, oh, wait, that's it. We did all this kind of physical work and labor and acting, and then it's just over. We're never going to be on set together. But I'm so glad that we all wrapped as a family. Maybe it was a little intentional. I'll have to ask Townie, our first AD, but I don't know.
With the death scene, your death scene, did you care to like evaluate why they might have made it seem like he was going to get away? Did you think that came from Camilla, and why would she twist a knife like that?
I think that's an interesting question, Scott. I think that the one thing that I wanted to make sure that I did was just focus on what the actual moment needed to be, and not how it was going to be perceived and how it was going to be sort of taken in and analyzed or so on, viewed. It felt to me that the very simple, basic action of I'm being taken somewhere and I don't feel safe, but I've just been given an opportunity to go, and I understand it, and so I'm going, but it's not what I think it is. And so there was a moment where I felt like, we did a couple of takes where there's a moment where Omar goes, this is how funny is this? This is amusing how this is happening. And then we didn't, and then we went in other ways where it was very serious and he was confused about what was happening and not. And that kind of thing makes him 100% human, you know? So I didn't personally want to try to do anything that was either judging the scene or the way the scene was going, or putting an opinion on it, rather than just go, what is the most important thing that I need to do? My only responsibility as an actor is to the character I'm playing. And so what is the simplest, straightforward action that I need to be doing in order to get the story across right now? And I just focused on that. And then, you know, the way that it is viewed is interesting and fascinating to watch. Some people will have different opinions. You know, I'm sure that everyone will have a different opinion on how they think that went down.